About the strangest day of my life. It actually happened this summer, and it's the one that's still stuck in my head. It was, it was a random summer day. It was my cousin, her boyfriend, and his cousin. We all decided to hang out one day just to get to know each other's side of the family. So we all decided we had a day off to go to Six Flags. So the night before, I texted my friend. I texted my cousin, and I was like, "Hey, is everything going on tomorrow? Are we carpooling? What's the story?" 10 minutes later, I look at my phone, and she says, "We're done, it's through." So I thought, it's a typical breakup. They've been breaking up a lot lately and fighting. So the next morning, I woke up, and there was a bunch of text messages on my phone saying how he had no reason to break up, they were perfectly fine, this and that. So I told her, "I'll be there in an hour, get ready so we can leave the house." So I got ready, got in my car. It's about a 20-minute drive. So I decided to think let's go to the beach, let's do something fun. I don't want to stay home today. So I got into her house, I walk in, and her parents are in the living room with the awkwardest smile on their face, and they're like, "Hi," and I was just like, "Okay, hi," I hurried up and ran into my cousin's room, and I opened up the door and I see her on the floor, and she was just crying, putting on her makeup and crying at the same time. So she had her mascara was dripping down her face. She looked like a mess. So I got her up. I'm like, "Come on, we need to get out of the house. We need to get ready." She got up. She finally got dressed, and we got a phone call from our friend Nana. And she said, "Hey, come over. I just cleaned the pool. Let's go swimming." So we got our stuff ready, and while we're packing our stuff, my cousin was looking around the room, and everything in the room reminded her of her boyfriend. There was a bear on the bed. There was flowers, there was a necklace, there was everything. So I'm practically dragging her out of the room by this time. We got to my friend's house, and we started, got ready. We jumped in the pool, and all you see is my cousin in the corner just sitting there with her shades on. She didn't want to swim, she didn't do anything. So we started to splash her with water, try to get her to get in, but she was not feeling it. So we just swam for a little bit longer, and then we decided, we should get out of the pool and decide on doing something else. So we're thinking, it's about dinner time right now, so we're like, okay, let's go get sushi. We thought sushi would cheer her up. So we got into the restaurant, and the lights were very, very dim in the restaurant. We sat down, and the waiter took our order. And in the meantime, we realized all the songs were all depressing songs, Catch a Grenade. It was the worst music to be played. So we finally got our order. We started eating our sushi, and we just couldn't eat. My cousin wasn't eating. Me and my friend Nana were looking at each other should we eat? Should we not? About 10 minutes into the meal, my cousin's phone started ringing, and it was on the table with us, and we all looked at the phone, and it was her boyfriend, and we were all what's gonna happen? We didn't think he would call until a week or so. So my cousin runs outside with the phone, and me and Anna are trying to finish up our food so we can leave and pay for the bill. So right after we finished paying, we ran outside. We tried to listen behind her. What had happened, and they were just talking, and then out of nowhere she starts giggling, and we look at each other what just happened? And so we're just waiting for her on the bench, and then she comes to us, she hangs up on the phone, and she says, "Everything's all right, we're back together." And I was just and what just happened? It was just less than 20 hours, this all went down. It was supposed to be a gathering for, to get to know each other's side of the family, and in the end,